So what we're going to show you next is how to notch the gutter out to receive the side cap. So I've already put my end cap on my gutter right here, and I did that so that I would know where to make my notch, because I don't want my notch for the side cap to be inside the end cap. So I want the back side of my side cap to line up with this inside wall of the end cap, if you will. So I've temporarily put the end cap to the gutter in place, and I did that so I could trace. I'm just going to use a nail to make a little line in the paint for my cut line, that way I don't leave a pencil mark on the gutter itself. And I've also used a piece of G-channel. The beveled face that I'm going to cut out of this gutter lip is the same for side cap and G-channel, so I can use either one. So once I've got my gutter marked, I'm going to go ahead and pull my end cap back off, and I can make my cuts.
Alright, so what we're doing now is we're putting window tape on the back of our gutter. This is going to have contact with treated lumber just as a precautionary measure. And we have our two 12-foot sections of sandy beige gutter from our gutter kit. We have basically a 15-foot run of gutter, so we're going to cut these two down to roughly 7.5 feet. Here's our gutter seam. This is freshly painted with sandy beige touch-up paint, and that's going to go right in the middle. Alright, so we put our half side of the gutter into the slip joint connector right here, which we painted sandy beige. We just locked the other half into the other side of the slip joint, and now I'm going to seal it, all the ends of it, with some gutter seal. Okay, we have our side cap exactly in place where we need it to go. We've got our slope going down here at 1/8 of an inch per foot. We're going to use the InsideOut underdeck hex head screw. And I'm just going to screw right through the side cap, the siding, and go right into the side of the house. Alright, just a brief explanation of how we set the side cap up here. Your standard pitch for this system is 1/8 of an inch per foot, so we're 12 feet, so we're 1.5 inches total from the start of the side cap back this way, moving water toward the gutter this way. Alright, so right now I'm checking the level on our lumber that we added for the gutter board. Both of these are nice and level, so that works great, which means that when we hang our gutter, you will see a slight slope. So what we're going to do here is hang the gutter now, setting the gutter exactly on the side cap, because we already know that that needs to end there. Over a 15-foot run, we're going to drop this gutter 1/4 inch. Alright, so to get our gutter pitch, we have it attached down there, and we're just kind of eyeballing. We've got 1 inch showing on the gutter board on that end, 1/2 inch drop. We measured a 1/2 inch here, made a pencil mark. Now I'm going to screw it in. Okay, so now we've got the gutter in place here, and we have most of the brackets screwed in. I'm going to finish screwing in the brackets. Just wanted to show you this is an option. Not necessary, but if you want to get your side cap real snugged up to your notch you have in your gutter here, you could use a color match zip screw like we've done here. That's no problem. As you've already seen, I've put flashing tape on the back of the gutter to protect between the aluminum and the treated lumber. Again, that's just a precautionary measure. Now I'm going to take another piece of tape, and there's a couple options here. I'm going on the lumber and then inside the gutter to direct any water that falls on the gutter board inside the gutter. The other thing you could do is just simply caulk the top of the gutter once you have all the gutter brackets in. Go back through and smooth it over. Alright, so I've window taped the entire top of the gutter. Again, pushing water that falls so it doesn't go back behind the gutter but into the gutter. I put some zip screws into my window tape here because it's a little cold out, so when it warms up that'll actually stick completely to the lumber and the metal. And then right over here on the end, I've just caulked this end here. There was a little gap there. And then keep in mind that your water can flow on both sides of the side cap. So any water that comes down here goes into a panel and then into the gutter. And any water that comes into the side of the side cap will also flow down into the gutter. We have our downpipe coming off of the gutter. Gutter's pitched this way. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can use your outlet, which involves a couple cuts, a couple square cuts. That's one option. You can get a circular outlet and use a hole saw and drill one simple hole. That's probably the fastest way. We didn't have a hole saw here, so this is another method. We're inside the gutter. We've scored an X, which we'll show you in just a second, and then opened up 4 triangular tabs, pushing the water down. So although this is moved out, water can't go this way. You have these 4 tabs going in this way, and then we just zip screwed it up with sealant right on the top there. So here's our side cap, which we've already installed. There's a couple options here. If you have basically trim lumber of any kind, this is treated lumber on top of the rim joist, you could get these fasteners out and put your side cap up inside there without trimming it. What we've done here, because we didn't want to screw around with these bolts or cut around them, is we've cut our side cap to the pitch we need to run this way. Now we're on the inside of the side cap, which I just showed you. As you can see, we could have tucked this in here if we had access to fasteners to loosen. We've got this big bolt we didn't want to deal with. So here we just simply trim the side cap at the angle we needed for the pitch. And then we've attached this with zip screws. This is not load bearing, so zip screws work fine here.